And it's a new day. Alright, we need to empty our stuff. First thing we need to do, I just really need to get some sleep because my dude was dying of sleep. Let's do... Well, we need to get... I don't even know why I forgot to do this. This is a bad thing to do. Don't do this. Don't leave your stuff in your bag before you go to bed. This is just not good. You're just wasting your fresh stuff. But I did it. And there's nothing I can do about it. Potato, rum glass, corn, barbecue sauce. I usually throw this in the fridge. Yes, it's condiments, but you know what? My condiments are in the fridge. Why am I even saying that right now? Ketchup, mustard, all in the fridge. Some condiments I do throw in there, like peanut butter. That I do not do. But it's all there. It's ready and ready to go. Although peanut butter is really good for trapping. So I tend to hold on to that for that. If I have to do it. Now with animals everywhere, I don't really trap that much because I find roadkill everywhere. And I don't know if they changed roadkill, but before, when roadkill was just there, I would just take it, cut it up, and it's fresh and ready to go. Now it might be different. It might be when you cut it up, it is already no good. So they might have gotten rid of that little exploit. That's not really an exploit if they give it to you. Exactly. I will need more fridges too. I'm a man of fridges. I like to have tons of food and freezers. But with all that, you have to have more generators, and we only have one. We have the best one though. We have the yellow one. It's the best for the fact that it's less maintenance. Everything else is pretty much the same. From what the wiki says anyway. The wiki doesn't have all the information, but it does have a lot. Let's see, soap we don't need in here. Welder mask we don't need in here. We can put that in here. I don't know why I'm putting it with the fishing stuff. I'd rather put it with this stuff. There we go. Nails can go in there, duct tape in there, shotgun shells. I think what I like to do is have a weapons only crate. We don't really have one though. That's tomatoes and stuff. You know what? We can move this over there. Which one is that? This one? Okay, so we can move this into the top one. There's a mod for better organization too. It probably doesn't work right now, just like everything else, but I thought about grabbing that just for putting names on things. It's gonna take forever to move this stuff. There we go. Alright, seltzer water, we got soap yet. Soap, I tend to use that in the bathroom because that's where we're going to use it mostly. Or whatever this is. Not really a bathroom. I don't know what this is. What were they planning here? It's just a room with a sink and a bunch of cupboards. Maybe it's a butcher's room? I don't know. It's the only thing I could think of. Alright. So yeah, we got everything out. Our empty bowl is still in our pants, and we have a box of nails to get rid of. Sometimes I forget about those things, because I don't usually throw stuff in the pants unless I really have to, and I had to. No, that's not going in there. That will go in there. There we go. Washer, dryer, and maybe a utility room is possible. I think I'm going to use it as a butcher room, though. If I ever get to butchering. Oh, well, we are, because we do have chickens, and we do have pigs. Now, I don't know how fast they populate, though. It seems to me, though, that the chickens populate pretty quickly. Before, they were really, really, really fast. I think that was a bug, though. Like, there was this big, huge chicken outbreak. I had a screenshot for one of my thumbnails with that. Somebody put one up. I was like, I'm using that. Because I had that happen to me too. They just started popping out chickens everywhere. What'd they call that? The chicken apocalypse or something? It was crazy. Doesn't happen anymore though. I believe they got all that worked out. Oh yeah, we're doing great on eggs. I don't know how fast these hatch though. I mean, is it better to leave the eggs in there for a while, or is it better just to start taking the eggs out? Anybody experienced eggs yet? Experience with chickens, I should ask? Open egg hatch door. That probably would do it. I'm learning. Close egg hatch door. Grab eggs. Okay, so you right click and then you grab the eggs. So is he going to grab all of the eggs? I don't want him to grab all of the eggs. Okay, so you just stop him. Alright, we'll do a little bit more than that though. How did I do that? This. We'll do one box. Oh, he's not happy. She's not happy with that. She was freaking out, dude. I just got an achievement for something. And I didn't even read it. Or it was a message. Maybe it was a message. Alright, so we got eggs. We're going to throw those into the... into here. So how many eggs did we get? 9 eggs? Doesn't tell you anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, about actually a little bit more than 10. Can work with that. Alright, so what's next? Let's see here. We did do that, so we might go back to town. We do need an axe. We only have a hatchet. That's one other thing we will need. We need to get building. We need to cover our windows. Usually that's the first thing I do. I've been slacking on that. Do we have any sheets up here? Not sheets, but curtains. Doesn't look like it. I don't think they had much curtains in here. Might have to go snag some of those. Yeah, there's absolutely no curtains in this house. We'll have to snag some of those. That's on our list. An axe, if we can find one, or we'll have to go all the way to the fireplace. Fire station, that is. A vehicle is on our list. Still haven't got one of those. Miserable, agitated, peckish. We're already peckish. We're gonna grab some food though before we go out. It's already 12 p.m. though. It's gonna get late quick, especially if we're out if we're doing it by foot. Let's see here. Let's go and build something. Or we got what do we got? A burrito. We do have this pasta. We'll just get rid of it. It's no good. Got like nothing in it. I don't know why it's taking him so long to eat it though. There's like 0.4. That's it. Alright, now we can build something better. Or just eat something. Let's do a burrito. What'd that have in it? Negative 25? Much better. Ham, ketchup, mint, onion, potatoes. I guess we'll have to take a salad. Ground beef, fish fillets. We'll put the fish fillet in there. We don't have a frying pan yet either. That's on my list. We do have a pot, so we can make stew, I think. Yeah, we have a good cooking skill. Our level is 2. 2 in a pinch. Alright, what did we bring for food on us? Nothing? Well, we could always snag food somewhere, I guess, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to have something. We do need to fill our water bottle. So we'll get set up pretty much today and then probably head out the next day. Let's go ahead and get some drinks here. Drink. Fill up our water bottle. Alright, miserable. So we did those. We don't have a TV, do we? That's another thing we don't have. We could use a television. We're missing all them good skill ups. Easy skill ups. It's unfortunate that the radio doesn't have what the TV has. So yeah, we'll head back to town 1 p.m. though. Like I said, it's probably better just to wait until the next day. Otherwise, we're going to be caught in the dark. So let's get ready. Let's see here. What do we need to go? We got a pencil, we got seltzer water. You know what we do need to do with that pencil is mark our spot. We're gonna do that right quick. Yeah, definitely a car first before we get a TV. That's true. Not be good to go ahead and haul a TV from way over in point A somewhere around here all the way to point B. I imagine we would get tired. I know I wouldn't want to do it, that's for sure. I don't think we completely explored this area though. I would like to get some bandages too. It's one thing we don't have. There's a sheet, nice. Take that. Diary. What was that? Did I not see a cabinet over there? It must be from downstairs. It's just seeping through the... Yeah, I think it's just seeping through the scenery. Alright, maybe we can find some sheets down here too. But I think we've pretty much explored this area. So where should we start? We only got one sheet. Maybe this one. Where are we at the most? Pretty much everywhere. We're less likely to go in here though. I think this would be the best bet. Alright, close those curtains. I don't think so. I've tried that out. I don't see where... Unless you, if you disassemble the bed, then I think they do drop sheet. They have a chance. Same with pillows. Because I don't think you... Oh, you can grab pillows. Apparently that's a thing now. But before you didn't. So maybe you can grab sheets, can you? No. Yeah, I think you have to disassemble it first. And then you would, but why we wouldn't do that, of course, here. I mean, we could always disassemble the ones we're not using. Like this one. And see if a sheet pops out. Or we can just go grab them. But we will need to disassemble some of this stuff because we would... I mean, it's just basically free planks when your carpentry is good. I don't have that enabled where... if you enable where you can just deconstruct stuff, it will level up your carpentry. I don't have that enabled. So we have to do it the hard way. Which is fine. I boosted experience points for that reason, so... I usually do 2 or 3 as a modifier. 1 is mostly, like they said a long time ago, they said 1 is basically made for multiplayer. I don't know why they do this. They put multiplayer settings into... It's kind of like Ark. They put multiplayer settings into single player. Nobody wants that as a single player. So I always tamper with it a little bit. I like the default settings of Survivor, but there are some things that I do tamper with a little bit as far as single player goes. Multiplayer, I wouldn't mind doing 1, but single player, it takes too long to grind. I mean, you're gonna do it anyway, right? Why not make it faster? Just more beds to destroy, more... It's just more grind. Pointless. In my opinion, anyway. Multiplayer, it's more meaningful because that kind of spreads out people's progression. But as far as a single player, do you need to spread out your progression? Maybe. I don't. These pigs are living a very, very wonderful life over here. They got food for days. They got water for days. They're pretty much set. And so are the chickens, so that's good. There is a hose in the warehouse. There is some hose. That's actually another thing we need to grab. Right now I'm just kind of jotting down things as I'm thinking. Hose is another one we need to grab to get gas out of vehicles. However, if the gas station is working when we get there, we could also use that as well. You won't need a hose unless the gas station is fully functional. Or is not functional, I should say. Then you will need a hose. But if the gas station is completely functional, we should be fine with getting a gas can and hooking it up. But yeah, that could happen at any moment, so it's always good to be prepared. But there's gas stations. I believe there's a gas station not too far from where we were. I believe a little bit over here somewhere. I'd have to look at the map, but I don't want to do that right now. Somewhere over here there's a gas station though. It's either on the left side or the right side. And that's the meat spot. I call it the meat spot, but that's where the restaurant was. So yeah, we gotta head back over there. I'm sure we'll find a gas can, hopefully, and fill that up, and hopefully find a car to go with it. What else? What the heck was that? Was that his belly? That was in my right ear, dude. Sounded like a, I don't know, like a boar sound? Weird. Alright, let's go ahead and make some food, I guess. Since we're idle right now. Fruit salad, all we got is pineapple. None of this stuff is ready yet, so we'll probably cook this stuff up real quick. What do you do with cooked eggs? Can you put cooked eggs in a salad? I never tried that. Let's do it. Let's cook those up, since they're free eggs anyway. And the, what was the other thing? Bacon. What else? The corn. Everything else is, fish fillet. If we had a frying pan, we'd be fine, but since we don't, we have to cook it ourselves. So let's cook this stuff up. I gotta be able to see it though, so I don't want to put too much in here. That should be fine. I can work with that. Click that, turn it on. Alright, we're still cooking. I'm gonna speed this up a bit. Okay, stop. We need to get this out of here. What else stopped? These. And the fish fillet. Done. Turn that off. Alright. Unclick that. Actually, I think we got a couple more to do, don't we? Yep, we got this to do. Turn that back on. Keep cooking. And I think that's it. Yeah. Alright. Pause that. Go. And done. Off you go. Alright. Those back in there. They're nice cooked. And fresh and everything nice. These are not cooked. We forgot the eggs. Oh boy. Put all those eggs in there. Fry those up. Those go fast though. Alright. Quick and easy. Alright, so we should be able to make a good salad now. What can we throw in this? Nothing. Oh, right here. So we can put, yeah, you can put eggs. So once you cook the eggs, you can use those in your salad, which makes sense, because who wants to eat a raw egg? That's kind of weird. Probably get sick and everything. You will. Alright, let's go ahead and do 2 eggs. What did the eggs add? I should have watched that. Oh, we do have this. So protein's at 10, carbohydrates 8. We need more protein, so yeah, I think another egg. Builds our weight up a little bit. I think we're overweight. And no, we're not, because I didn't start with that. So we do need to build up our weight too. What is our weight right now? 79 and dropping. That's not too bad though. I try to stay around 78-ish or so, but it's very hard to stay that rate when you're on the move all the time. Very hard to stay at 78. I don't know if they tampered with that or they think it's awesome right now, but hopefully that does get a little bit easier to work with down the road. So yeah, we got those. Maybe we'll make another one just in case to have a backup since we got time. It's 5:10. Usually I go to sleep at about, I don't know, anywhere between 10, I'd say 9 and 11, somewhere around there. All right, we'll do onion. That should go back in the fridge. That does not. Do an egg. Let's do 2 eggs. Actually, we can do fish too. Change it up. That works. Proteins are not bad. Let's get a vegetable. Oh, we got 1 vegetable. We could do 2 vegetables. Maybe another protein. Let's do 1 more fish. Yeah, but that'll be good. All right, put that in there. Okay. So we got food, and we're still agitated, and we're still hopeless, because we don't have anything to read, I don't think. Paperwork, phone book, scarred. Well, we do have this stuff. Let's see if this works. Read whatever that is. Nope, that doesn't help. Okay. I think you need actual books. Now we're peckish. Alright, so let's go and eat one of these salads. Speed up time. Alright, now we have a bowl. That back in there. Maybe cook up another one. Random vegetable. Do an egg. After the egg, we'll do a fish. After the fish, we'll do a condiment. What are we looking at? We'll do one more protein. There we go. No, that's not too great though. Okay, we'll do another egg. That'll work. Okay. And eventually we're going to use the antique oven. I'd like to get enough wood for that though. Alright, so it's 7 p.m. almost. Do we have any books up here? Snag a book up here and read it real quick. Matchbook, magazine, TV, monthly. That's just trash. Boredom and stress. We'll read that. It still didn't do anything. So yeah, there's no way to get rid of that unless you're not a smoker, I guess. Oh, here's the thing I was looking for. Belt, key residence, paperback, shirt, and a hoodie. Hoodie would be good for when it rains. Diary. There's a shirt over here. What is this? A sweater? Painkillers. That's not bad to have. Let's see. Catalog, Knox Kitchen. Nothing in that. And no bandages, right? I didn't pass them up. We got these, but they're terrible. Oh, we do have alcohol wipes. We got bleach. That might come later. Diary. Alright. So I'm just going to speed up the clock and we'll wait until we go to bed. There's not much he can do at this moment, so he'll just have to get bored. Alright, we'll sleep at 9. No, not the lamp, the bed. There we go.